Vladimir Putin has been a Russian head of state since 2008 and is undeniably one of the most powerful people in the world. He got his start as an intelligence officer in the KGB and built a web of important allies in the Russian government. Since then, he has become synonymous with Russian politics, serving as the president since 2012. While some consider him to be despotic, he continues to have high approval ratings among Russian citizens. Because of the shadowy nature of Russian economics, some even believe that he is the wealthiest man on the planet, with a net worth in excess of $200 billion. But most headlines focus on his high-profile international disputes and subterfuge. To better understand this mysterious figure, we're answering the question: how does Vladimir Putin spend his billions? It's no secret that Putin calls the shots in Russia and has a network of spies and henchmen at his disposal. No one knows exactly how deep his organized crime roots go, but it's clear that it's starting to pay off for him. In 2011, a Russian version of WikiLeaks posted a number of photos of Putin's secret mansion in the forest by the Black Sea. Many estimate the property to be worth almost $1 billion, making it one of the most expensive houses in the world. Soon after the pictures went up at ruleleaks.net, the site was blocked by Russian authorities. Dr. Sergei Kolesnikov accuses Putin of paying for the palace through bribery and theft. But of course, Putin's office maintains that he has nothing to do with this palace. Regardless, the mansion is surrounded by ornate courtyards and is sandwiched between a mountain range and the beach. This is all in line with the wealth that Putin has secretly accrued over the years. And unlike the official richest person in the world, Jeff Bezos, Putin doesn't need to declare his earnings or the massive payouts he gets from illegal activity. On top of his billion-dollar mansion, he reportedly has access to 20 different palaces and villas across the world. However, he must enter and exit them secretly, lest the public discovers his massive fortune. In addition to his main residence, Putin has a number of residences throughout Russia. One of the most widely publicized is Borakov Ruchi in Sochi. Completed in 1955, it was commissioned by Klement Voroshilov, a Soviet marshal and strongman under Joseph Stalin. This government dacha was frequented by Soviet leaders such as Khrushchev and Brezhnev. In modern Russia, Borakov Ruchi became an official summer residence of Russia's president, and it's the only government dacha on the Black Sea. Putin clearly has a penchant for the finer things. One of those things appears to be a unique super yacht with a rather opaque existence. Although details surrounding Graceful Genesis remain sketchy, we do know some facts about the vessel. Officially launched in 2013, Graceful displaces 2,500 tons, has a steel hull with an aluminium superstructure, features a bulbous bow, and is powered by a pair of 3,100 horsepower diesel engines that push twin screws. Supposedly, it can sleep 14 guests in 6 rooms, including one large owner's suite, 2 VIP staterooms, and another 3 guest cabins. The ship is designed to accept a crew complement of 24. It is valued at $20 million, making it the cheapest in his fleet of 4. One of the yachts, Olympia, was gifted to him by Roman Abramovich, a decent $35 million present. Another yacht called Rosaya was refurbished in 2005 for a total of $1.5 billion. Little is known about his 4th boat because he tries to maintain his privacy while afloat. Putin bought himself a new limo in 2018 specifically to compete with Donald Trump's Beast. It is called the Aurus Senat. According to NAMI, the Senat is the latest model in a new line of ultra-luxury cars that will be sold under the Aurus brand. The Senat is powered by a 598 horsepower, 4.4-liter V8 engine paired with a hybrid drive system. It's mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission that sends power to all 4 wheels. The armored Senat is 21.7 feet long and weighs in at a colossal 14,330 pounds. Like the Beast, the presidential Senat is bulletproof and bomb-proof, the Daily Mail reported. The interior has been focused on rear passengers, with rear seats that recline 45 degrees and are equipped with designer pillows. There is also a built-in refrigerator with Aurus-branded crystal glasses and fold-out tables with leather trim. The car is expected to go on sale in Europe from the end of 2020 with a price tag of around 150,000 euros. Denis Manturov, Russian Minister of Industry and Trade, said the president gave feedback to the designers. He requested some very light amendments about, I would say, the hydraulic system of the car, because we made it first quite soft. He asked to make some amendments to make it more, I would say, stronger, maybe more brutal, Manturov told reporters. Vladimir Putin's flying palace was revealed as he touched down in Helsinki for his big meeting with Donald Trump in 2018. The Russian president's flagship aircraft is a wide-bodied, long-haul airliner that is easily distinguishable from the regular model by its extended fuselage. Costing $70 million, the IL-96-300PU jet is equipped with an advanced communication system that allows it to act as a management center capable of commanding troops in case of an unexpected attack. Most of the interior on board the plane is finished in gold trim, including the toilet and sink in the bathroom. Russia's leader can consult with his senior staff on board the jet in this swanky conference-style meeting room. The toilet alone is worth $100,000. The bedroom suite on board the aircraft is truly spectacular. The furniture and interior decor are finished in the neoclassical style, and the planes are equipped with a spacious office and a huge conference table with a gold trim that is surrounded by cream leather seats. And apparently, this is one of 58 aircraft in Putin's personal fleet. He supposedly has 8 Tu-154s, and their value is between $7.5 million and $20 million, depending on their age. He also has 2 Tu-204-300s. They feature a luxury salon, which is protected from noise, complete with modern telephone systems and internet access. 15 of the aircraft in Putin's fleet are helicopters. Not much variety here. According to a report, they are all Mi-8s, among the most popular models in the world. And these are just a handful of the aircraft that Putin is rumored to have in his fleet. The Russian president has more than 11 luxury watches, worth at least $700,000 in total, but one stands out from the rest. The watch is none other than a true grand complication Patek Philippe wristwatch, a reference 5208P. The 5208P is one of the most complicated watches Patek has ever made, and it includes a minute repeater, a mono-pusher chronograph, and an instantaneous perpetual calendar. It is one of the most impressive wristwatches in the world, and also one of the most expensive. It costs roughly $1 million and is offered only to the top clients of the brand by application. But then, in 2017, the watch was put up for auction. There is some mystery surrounding the watch, as it was engraved with Putin's name even though he never officially purchased it. Instead, it was auctioned to an anonymous buyer from Russia. So far, from what we know, this watch has been bought by a very important person to be given as a gift to Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin. Annabelle Faras, auctions director for Monaco Legend, said by email, "The auction house has not contacted the Kremlin about its provenance," she added. While he needs to blend in with other political elites, meaning he can't wear anything particularly flashy, Putin has a taste for fine clothes. At one time, he was nicknamed the Man in Black because he almost exclusively wore black suits. In fact, all of his clothes are custom designed and hand-tailored. His favorite brand is Kiton and Brioni, and they sell their suits for a minimum of €5,000 each. When it comes to shoes, he wears John Lobb or Salvatore Ferragamo. These also set you back many thousands of dollars, meaning that his wardrobe is likely worth $500,000 at least. Although he indulges in popular Western brands, Putin knows that it would be a faux pas to become associated with such decadence. So his personal stylist, whom he has worked with for more than a decade, tears all of the tags of his clothes individually before he is spotted in public. And of course, Putin is the king of ultra-staged photo opportunities. He wants to show the Russian populace that he has a casual side as well. Thus, he opts for V-neck pullovers, which have replaced the black turtleneck and jacket. Then, in 2014, he made one small misstep in his efforts to show regular Russians how vital and relatable he is. In a bizarre photo shoot set in the gym of the state residence in Sochi, Russia, Putin pumped iron alongside Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev. The sweatpants he was wearing while doing so retail for $1,425 a pair, according to Quartz. The pants are made by Italian luxury designer Loro Piana, which specializes in wool and cashmere products. The Portland joggers are made of 50% silk and 50% cashmere. He waited until after a set of side crunches and a bit of heavy chest breathing to throw on the matching $1,795 bomber-style zip-up hoodie. A $3,220 gym outfit may seem excessive to most, but it's a choice that feels in keeping with Putin's taste for the gratuitous finer things. Russia's stock market is booming, and they have some of the highest foreign currency reserves of any nation on Earth. Yet the economy is still limping along, by some estimates on the verge of stagnation. The prescription, in the Kremlin's eyes, is a page out of John Maynard Keynes' writings 90 years ago. For any economy facing a recession, or even stagnation, spend more. In his State of the Nation speech, Putin specifically called for spending more on social welfare initiatives. $65 billion through 2024 for things like free hot lunches for schoolchildren and subsidies aimed at encouraging families to have more children. Because he is a man with many enemies, Putin has beefed up the Presidential Security Service during his time in office. Though the organization is necessarily secretive, Putin employs 2,000 to 3,000 plainclothes officers to guard him at any given time. They secure buildings that he is scheduled to enter and work around the clock to mitigate any threats to his safety. The unit has armored cars, drones, and even a dedicated psychological security unit that collects intelligence regarding any perceived threat either at home or abroad, and it pays to do well in these positions. Many of Putin's guards have been promoted to prestigious positions in the Kremlin and gained wealth and prosperity, and Putin has gifted many of them prized properties in the most highly sought-after parts of Russia, often turning to bribery, intimidation, and blackmail to scare the current residents out of their homes. Guarded by police, an ordinary apartment block in Moscow's city center is rumored to house a $2 billion art collection, which reportedly includes over 1,000 works by Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Rembrandt, and other Renaissance artists. Once belonging to an octogenarian, Nina Moleva, this collection will go to none other than Putin, per Moleva's wishes. With a starting price of $400,000 at auction, most experts believe the impressive assembly of paintings is worth in excess of $2 billion.